Namaste. Welcome to shailaji.com. I'm Shaila Vasunath. Today I will do a topic on imperatives. I hope you all are watching my channel and by now you'll be able to speak a little like मैं शैला हूँ, मैं अध्यापिका हूँ, मैं इंडिया में रहती हूँ. See, like this you would have by now tried to frame sentences. Now it is not just about yourself. You need to tell something to someone, or you have to order something to someone, maybe in your family or to your friends. You need to do it, or you should ask someone. That time, how would you respond to them? I mean, how would you ask them? Whether it is your friend or your family member, some elderly person, or your kid. You would like to talk to your kid in Hindi. So how would you do it? You need to know it. Just not talking always about yourself, main. No. You need to talk to others also. That time, how would you do? For example, you might tell your child, sit down, you might say. Now, how do you tell that in Hindi? You don't know. Or your friend, you might say, come here. How do you tell? You don't know how to do it. So these kind of, or you would say, please come. You want to tell someone. How would you tell? You don't know how to address them, or you don't know how to order them. So in ordering also there are different levels of ordering, or the different stages of respect. When I did my personal pronouns, that time I had told you in brief about all the pronouns, which are the first person, second person, third person. Now in this we will be doing second person. We will be focusing on that. When I was teaching many other videos, I was talking about when you are doing professions, I was telling मैं so and so who. So we were talking about that. Now in this particular video, I am going to teach you how you would be telling it to others, asking them something or ordering them something. So this is kind of an order, demanding something. So this is that kind of a part of grammar where you can demand or ask or order someone something. So that whether you're going to tell it very to your close friend, when you're going to say, you might tell it very nicely. That is not much no formality there, so you me telling. But when you tell your father, when you're going to talk to your dad, you might say, you have to tell it with respect. That is our Indian culture. We always respect. Okay, we use the respect word. So we have the different levels of respect. That is the reason in Indian language, that is a speciality of Indian language, that we give respect to elders. So we use that respect form. In all regional languages we have vernacular language. So we have that. Now in English you have only one word, you, right? Whether it is the words which I'm giving here, tu, tum, aap, whichever you say, for everything you have one word in English, that is you, right? So we will not be using that. We will be giving the respectable words, formal, informal. So all stages we will be using. So hereafter you can try to address your close friends or your beloved friends, your parents, your boss at work, anyone superior to you. You can address them, you can ask them something. How to do it, we will be learning it now. Now you see here, I have given here vidhi. Okay, in Hindi this grammar is called vidhi, and in English we call it as imperatives. Okay, imperatives we call in English. It is tu, tum, aap. All the three, second person, and tu. All I've told you. Now I will again give you in detail how we do it. Stages of respect. Okay, different levels, and the ultimate is aap. Now let us go into the video. Please do watch the video till the end, so that you will learn a lot of things in this particular video. Now see the first point what I've given. We can use sentences without a pronoun. See, in English you cannot use a sentence without a pronoun. That is, when you say come, whom you're saying come, you come it is, right? In this, you can say, aao, idhar aao, you can say. So when you're saying idhar aao, it is understood, tum idhar aao. That tum is not required. Even without that tum, it is understood, it is tum. So that it is, tu aa. So when I say that, it is, when I'm saying that, it is tu. Aja, we tell that. When we call small children, no, aja, a, like that we say. That means it is tu. Aiye, same thing when we say aiye. So it means please come. Even if you don't add aap, it's understood aiye. When you say it is aap aiye. Without telling aap, tum, tu, we can use the sentence and it is a complete sentence without that also. So that is what I wanted to tell you. You can use a sentence without the pronoun tu, tum, aap. Okay? With only the verb, it is a complete sentence. Now, the next point, tu is used in addressing God or children or intimate friends or in abuse. See, where and all we use this tu? We use it when we address God. I told last time also, hey Bhagwan, tune kya kiya? So we keep talking to God, right? So that time we say tu only we use. Same way when we talk to children, little ones, we use tu. Or intimate friends, very close, thick friends. Or it could be sometimes even to the better half, your spouse, you like to address it that way for the closeness. So that also. Or in abuse. See, it's the other way around also. When you are going to scold someone, when you're very much angry, you're abusing someone, you're shouting at someone, that time automatically what happens? The word tu comes. But please avoid that. Not much. You can use for all this, but not for this. The next one, tum. So when tum is used between equals, when is tum used between equals and o is added to the root verb. Okay? O is added to the root verb. That is, when you use the word, the pronoun tum, it is used for whom? For equals. So to your level people, you use it who are equal to you. And when you are using tum, the verb, the root verb, I think you would have watched my verb roots, right? Dhatu. That is all the root verbs, around 50 verbs I think I would have given. So those verbs, when you are using it, those root verbs, with that you add a o. Like ja plus wo, jao. See here, ja plus wo, jao. A plus wo, aao. Okay, kha plus wo, khao. Bet plus wo, beto. Like that you will be using it. For that, you add a o and you will say tum jao, tum aao, tum likho. So this is how you will do it for tum. Now the next one, when aap comes. When aap comes, it is used for strangers whom you don't know, first time you're meeting them. Superiors. Superiors means the people who are above you. It could be your family members who are senior, like your grandparents, elder to you, senior. Otherwise, your office people who are senior to you. And for respect. For other reasons is, for respect in singular form also we use. आप क्या करते हैं? We are asking one person, but we ask for that person with respect. We use that word आप. So there also we use the आप. So the next, now how this verb will change? Tu ends with the verb root. So tu. See, directly for tu it's very simple. All the verbs which you have read, no? From that you can just add on. Tu tu ja, tu kha. So the root verb will be given as it is for tu. Tu tu ja, tu kha, tu chal. So that way it will be used. The next one, the verbs de and le. These two, de is give, le is take. Give and take, okay? These two undergo a slight change for O. That is, for O, what I mean is, when de is added like this, when de is added, de plus O, it will not be the same, it will be De plus O becomes do. Le plus O becomes lo. It won't be de o. Okay, like how ja o you're giving. So de plus o won't become de o. It will be do. It will be lo. So that I will give at the end. I will be giving you full list of all the words. So you will not have any problem. You will understand very easily. Full vocabulary you will be having. Now the next one is when aap is the subject. Okay, when subject means which comes in the beginning. Subject, not necessarily it should always come in the beginning, but for you at the basic level I'm telling you, imperative is formed with ea. Imperative, okay, this, how it is formed with the root verb. Root verb is there, with that, when it is in the imperative form, in that vidhi, how it will be changed. It will be added with ea. Here it is added with o. Here it will be added with ea. Okay, the two vowels it will add to the root verb. Like example, aap, ja plus ea. See, ja plus ea. Jaiye, आइए, खाइए, लिखिए, बैठिए, उठिए. See how many words? All that will be used when aap comes. So you should know, if someone guest is coming to your home, you want to make them, ask them to sit. Aap बैठिए. Or you can directly say, बैठिए जी or बैठिए. So the respect. So we always say Pita ji, Mata ji, Mama ji. See that ji is for respect. We add it to it. In English generally they say it to be sir, but not like that. We give a respect for that word. Pita aye we cannot say, so we add a ji. That is the style of telling it in Hindi. That's a method of telling in Hindi. Now we have finished all the rules. We have come to the almost the end of the thing. Here I have given you the table of tu, tum, aap. Okay. Now same thing there also, tu, tum, aap. Here if you see, these are the root verbs. These are the root verbs. You have already done root verbs. 50 root verbs almost you have done. You can try out those all root verbs. You can try like this. You will get a lot of practice. Now tu, when this is the verb, okay, kriya. In Hindi we say kriya for verb. Now these are the verbs. They are the base verbs or the root verbs. Now when tu comes, I told you in the rule that it will be used as it is. The root verb will be used. Tu a, tu ja, tu la, tu kha, tu pada, tu sikha, tu utha, tu rak. That way it will be used. Now here, I don't think I need to give any meanings for this because already the verbs I had given. Now see here, tum aao. Tum aao. So it is, when tum comes, all will come in o. I told no, the root verb plus o. Root verb plus o becomes aao. A plus O, aavo. Now remember one thing, when it ends in a, it will just add a O matra there. So you remember when these are ending in a, akarant. Okay, previous video you learnt it. Akarant. Akarant means ending in a sound. Okay, that time it will just, you have to add a O for this. Okay, now a, aao. When a comes here, you have to just add ea. Okay, ea. That also is very simple. For aap, you have to add ea. So aiye. So come. Ja. Jao. Jaiye. Ja means go. La. Bring. Lao. Laiye. Kha. Khao. Khaiye. Padha. Padha means teach. Padhao, padhaiye. Okay, padhao, padhaiye. Sikha, again teach. I told you that day also, detailed explanation I had given. Sikha, also teach. Sikhao, sikhaiye. Utha. Utha means to lift something. Utha. Pustak uthao. Take the book or pick the book. it is like that. Uthao, uthao, uthaiye. Even when they tell, the teacher might say, pustak uthao, that means from the bag. She means to take it from the bag. That way also we use utha, uthao. Rakh means keep. Rakho, rakhiye. Okay, rakh means to keep. In that video actually, for ruk, to stop, I gave this ka. I think you would have checked my description. There was a slight mistake on the board, so I had given it in the description about it. Actually, ra, kha, rak. Okay, that is ru and first ka, ruk. Here, pad. Pad means, you know very well, read. Pad, padho, padhiye. Okay, when you are telling your children, you can tell, padho. It's understood. You're telling your child, or you're telling the student in the class. You can say, Padho, aap padhiye. That means aap. So you're telling the full group. Now, padhiye. Okay? Ut, get up. Utho, uthiye. Now you see all this. I mean, when I'm telling here from rak. If you see rak, rakho, but when it's coming here, it is not ending with ye, but that ka itself is having a ye matra in that. So rak, when it is akarant, it is not ending in a, it's ending in a. So ka it is. With that ka plus ye becomes kiye. Okay, so rakhiye. Here also you see padhiye, uthiye. Okay, it will add to it. Seek means learn. Seekho, seekhiye. Okay, seekhiye. Bat, sit. Baito, baitiye. Lik, write. Likho, likhiye. Pee means drink. P-O. See here, when O came, P became P. Okay, P-O. Here you see PGA. Totally different from here. These three you just observe. These four you observe in the respect form how it is coming. That is in the plural form. It is coming PGA. It's only P here, but GA has come. So remember, these three are exceptions. These four you should remember what should come. So P, PO, PGA. They means give. Do. Okay, don't get confused with ek, do, teen, char. That is different and this is different. Okay, always in Hindi verb comes at the end. So you should know when we say mujhe do rupiye do. See, I'm saying mujhe do rupiye do. Two do I've used. When I'm saying rupiye, that object, it's a noun. I'm telling two. So I'm giving an adjective of two. So that is 2 there because it's rupees. How many rupees? 2. So do rupiye. And at the end, do means give. So that is a verb at the end. Now you have to understand through that. They, do, dijiye. Le means take. See here I have said la. La means bring. Le means take. Le, same way, lo, lijiye. Okay, lijiye. Please take. Next one is kar. You may kaam karo. We say no, kar, do, karo. See here, it won't come kariye. I've seen many people writing for karo. I mean, when we are telling for aap, you say, you write it as kariye. There is no word kariye at all. It's kijiye. But maybe in colloquial, they might use kariye, but that is not the proper usage. You should always write kar, karo, kijiye. So that is, this is how it is. I've given you few verbs. But there are so many verbs. You can try out how to do with the other verbs. You can just give a try and pick up the language. You can start ordering. When with all these words, you can give a little try how to ask for something. So to the second person, the person who is in front of you. So you should earlier itself I told, main means I, tu means you, va means third person. So it is like that here, tu, tum, aap. Respect for, that is formal, informal, all that. I hope you have understood. Please practice. All these whatever videos I'm putting, you have to, that just watching it for 10 minutes or 20 minutes will not serve the purpose. You have to repeatedly practice. After watching the video, you have to practice a lot. You have to try. I would suggest, when I had given this video on time, I wanted to tell you to watch a song in Hindi. I think it is Rajesh Khanna and Asha Parekh. It is Acha To Hum Chalte Hain. There is one song, you can put it in YouTube, Acha To Hum Chalte Hain. Put that song and see. It will be just like a dialogue spoken between two people. Very nice song. Watch that. You just see how well you will be understanding the language. After reaching to this level, you watch that song. It will be like conversation, but wonderful song. Please watch it. If you have watched it, put it in the comment box how you like that song. Understood? Because these are all the songs which will help you to improve your language. Because always don't go with the latest songs. Old songs were slow, clear, face will be visible, the mouth lip movement will be very clear, so you will be able to understand. So watch that. Try to watch lot of movies, or watch like kind of Chota Beam, all the comics, no, like that you watch, because that will be kind of a childish language. It will be at the basic level. You will be able to understand it very well. Try watching all that, because now you have learned a lot of vocabulary. You have to improve, just not by the videos, but also extra you have to learn. Please do try it. Please do like, share and subscribe my channel. Click the bell icon so that you get my latest notification. Until then, नमस्ते, फिर मिलेंगे.